From Middletown High School in Middletown, Delaware, it's our game of the week, a battle between two top 10 teams in the state of Delaware. The host team, the 8th-ranked Middletown Cavaliers, with a record of 4-2, coached by Aziz Ali. And the top-ranked, number 1-ranked Seaford Blue Jays at 2-1, head coach is Vince Evans. Our game of the week is brought to you by First State Orthopedics, our official game sponsor of the week. First State Orthopedics has 29 physicians at 16 locations, which provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, and they're specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. They serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Their docs are readily available to all the local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give them a call at 302-322-3400 or visit firststateortho.com. Be sure to mention you saw their ad here on Delaware Live Sports. Hi, everybody. I'm Glenn Frazier alongside Pat Gariantes, Nick Halliday on camera. Pat, we talked about it before we came on air. We're looking for a track meet in this one.
Absolutely. Both of these teams like to get out and run. Both are supremely athletic. And as you mentioned, two top 10 teams. The talent is there for sure. These are two of the top teams, in my opinion, that are going to be competing come tournament time for a championship. They both have that level of skill.
Pat, let's take a look at the visiting Seaford Blue Jays first. They haven't played since Slam Dunk to the Beach on the 28th of December, and they played very well against, at then, the number 18 team in the country in our Xavier Lutheran from New York. They only lost 85-74. They led by at halftime, and they probably put up a good fight and represented the state very well.
Without a doubt. They can turn defense into offense better than anybody in the state of Delaware. Brent Ricketts is an absolute stud, the junior, but it's not just him. They are a young team. They are a talented team. I mean, you look at Tyrese Fortune. He had a big game, second leading scorer. He may have led the team in scoring in that game against our Xavier Lutheran. He can get after it. He's got some size to him. Kareem Bolden is pretty good as well. Kashmir Weiss, the freshman off the bench, can fill it up. They got a lot of different options they can go with offensively, and in that our Xavier Lutheran game, it's exactly what they did, put up 74 points in that game.
You mentioned Kashmir Wise, the freshman. He's the leading scorer on the team, over 20.5 points per game. Ricketts averages over 14.5, 13.5 for Fortune, and almost 10 points a game for Avion Matthews. So they have double-digit scoring from four guys, a lot of depth. They can hit the threes, and they love to run the floor.
That they do. Like I said, they will turn their defense into offense probably better than anybody in the state. Maybe Howard is similar to that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're right, Glenn, that's how they score a big-time bulk of their points.
Talk about the host team. The Middletown Cavaliers lost their first two games of the year. Close losses to number 2 Dover and number 4 Howard. They've reeled off 4 straight wins. And here's another team, Pat, that doesn't rely on one player for scoring. They have multiple guys that can hit from the outside and also get points in the paint.
They do. I mean, Jaden Rogers, he's a guy that's been a scorer in this state ever since he was a freshman over at Caravel. He can fill it up. Amir Cunningham can get some post points. Jaden McGee on the wing can get some things going. They, like you said, Glenn, pretty evenly distributed in terms of points. They had a tough scheduling at the beginning of the year.
They did.
Like you said, two top 5 opponents they dropped. As you mentioned, 4 consecutive wins on the season for them. They're starting to right the ship, turn the corner. And once again, another challenge in front of them here with Seaford. But they're going to be up for it, I have a feeling.
McGee and Rogers both averaging double digits per game. Henson right behind them. He's almost at 10 points per game. Ty Henson, as we, I believe, are about to step aside for the national anthem. Keep it right here for a second. It's getting quiet here in this Middletown gym. And, boy, it wasn't quiet during that exciting JV game.
No, that was a good match up there. You know, every time we come into these gyms and if there's a JV game going, I like to take a look and see what's, down the pipeline. And both of those teams were competing at a high level, I felt.
Yeah, there's some talent that we're going to see in the next few years on the varsity level for both of these two schools. Seaford making the long ride up here today to play at Middletown High School. Seaford, the number 1 ranked team in the state right now early in the season. Pat, do you put anything into the fact that Seaford hasn't played since the 28th? Middletown just played Thursday night.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Middletown has been able to stay sharp, stay in a rhythm. When you know, Seaford, we'll see if the rust is there. I mean, over a week without playing, and we'll see what they come to the table with. I mean, I do think that they come into the game with a chip on their shoulder. Now, we have them ranked number 1, but I feel like they are a bit of an unknown in the grand scheme of things, and I think that they're looking at this matchup in particular as an opportunity to put themselves on a map across the board in the state of Delaware. Middletown, well respected, and this could be they could come out with a laser focus trying to make a statement. That's what I would assume.
Starting lineups are being announced to the crowd here at Middletown High School. For Vince Evans, Seaford Blue Jays, Brent Ricketts, Kareen Bolden, Kashmir Wise, Ty Fortune, and Avion Matthews, the starting 5. The Middletown starters being announced now. The senior guard, Christian Sims, who's averaging 3.5 points per game. Also Jaden Rogers, the junior guard, Darren Pope, forward Evan Sparks, their center, and Jaden McGee. Good size. Middletown maybe a little better size overall than Seaford, but that's countered with the quickness of the Seaford Blue Jays.
Absolutely, Glenn. And now here's that wonderful anthem you had mentioned and teased earlier.
Right. We'll step aside for that. Be back with the tip-off.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Glenn Fraser, Pat Gariante's back here courtside, right at midcourt here at Middletown High School, as we're about ready to get the opening tip between the number 8 Cavaliers and the number 1 Seaford Blue Jays. On camera today, Nick Halliday. Sparks will tip it up for Middletown, and Ricketts for Seaford. There's the opening tip controlled by the Cavaliers, and we are underway. Middletown and the home whites moving across to your screen from right to left. Seaford, of course, in the road, navy and gold.
Seaford helping defensively, switching off the screens early.
Good pass by Pope. Oh. Sparks quickly recovering that loose ball. Deep 3 ball on the way. That's short, no good. Pope with a rebound.
There you go. Two football players that you didn't get a chance. They weren't with the team yet in that game versus Dover that you did, Glenn. And they're in the starting lineup, and they're difference makers. Pope can get after it on both sides of the ball. Hinson, as you mentioned, nearly double-figure scoring.
Pope takes a 3. It's too strong, but getting that weak side rebound, the Cavaliers and Sims.
I believe that's out of bounds.
Yep.
Glenn,
Blue Jays will get the ball. Several second chance opportunities in that trip for the Cavaliers that could not convert.
Yeah, the energy's there early, which you got to like to see if you're a fan of the Cavaliers. Obviously, this is a big-time matchup. Both teams are aware of it. Good energy early from Middletown.
And like you said earlier, we'll see if there's any rust on the part of the Seaford Blue Jays, not having played since the 28th of December.
Dribbled right into a trap there. Looks like a matchup zone defensively from Middletown. Potentially a 3-2. Looked more like a matchup, but that's a different look. And I think that's a good idea by Coach Aziz Ali if that's how they go. The Seaford team will feast against a man-to-man defense.
Good pass inside, quick double team, but nice jump shot on the baseline, and good by Avion Matthews.
That's one thing that jumps off the page about Seaford. A really good sophomore class, a lot of underclassmen that lead the way. Ricketts, a junior. Obviously,
Matthews just scored
a
a
sophomore.
Yep.
Weiss a freshman. They're young and they're skilled.
They have two sets of brothers on this team, the Matthews, Avion, and and Kendre. Three-point shot, no good by Rogers.
It's a good look. He can make that. He's got that kind of range. That's not a bad look.
Good hands. Pope on the steal, runs it down, tries to save it, and he went out of bounds. Good hustle, though.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm impressed so far with Middletown's energy the first 2 minutes of this game.
The other set of brothers playing for Seaford, Avante and Cameron Purnell. Just underway here in the opening period. It's only 2-0. Seaford with the lead in the ball. Good defense right now by Middletown.
They're doing a good job. Just keeping the ball in front of them right now, and good off-ball defense. Seaford a little bit stagnant offensively, not a whole lot of movement.
Yeah, Sims and Pope are really active out at the top of the circle. They're right up on the ball. That was kind of an off-balance, out-of-control attempt at a shot there. Left corner three ball, that's good. And that time Rogers connected.
They found the range, and that was good secondary break right there by Middletown. They ran to their spaces, spaced the floor in transition, got an open three, and you can't leave Rogers out there all game. He will eventually knock those down.
Three-point shot from the right wing. That's nothing but net for Ricketts.
Now he could do that, Glenn. He can score from all three, ranges on the court.
Has 6 3-point shots made in the last 2 games for the Blue Jays, and he answers Rogers with that one.
Partially blocked.
Yep. And in and one for Brent Ricketts.
And there it is. Again, a prime example. He can score from all 3 levels offensively. He can finish at the rim at an elite level. He can knock down the mid-range jump shot, albeit he doesn't do it that often.
Right.
And then, of course, he could step back and really drill the three, as you alluded to, the 6 threes over the last 2 games.
Trying to convert the traditional 3-point play. He does so in a quick 8-3 lead for the visitors. 6 points for Ricketts, who also averages 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and 8 assists per game.
He does a little bit of everything, Glenn. He really does, man. Only a junior, too.
A little bit of mid-court pressure being put on by Seaford.
This is Jahia Eldridge into the game for the Cavaliers, Glenn, number 3.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, I didn't see it earlier, but one of the leading scorers for the Cavaliers, McGee, not here.
Yeah. Don't want to speculate, not sure what's going on, but yeah, it's a noticeable absence from Middletown.
Nice rebound and putback by Henson off the miss. That makes it a 1-possession lead for Seaford. 3-point shot, left wing, no good. Rebound, putback, no good.
It's a good fight right there underneath.
Blocked out by the official. I guess we had a tie.
Jump ball. We had a jump ball. It's going to the Cavaliers.
All right. Alternating possession arrow, Middletown basketball.
Niall Rooks coming into the game. Sorry, Glenn.
That's okay.
He, if I'm not mistaken, I think based off the stats, you had 8 rebounds a game for this young man.
Yeah, give him one more.
9?
Yeah, about 9. He's tied for the team lead with Fortune.
Yeah, both of those guys give Seaford some size. In fact, I think he checked in for him.
Left corner 3 ball. That one's good by
Henson.
5 points for him. And as we said before, Pat, both teams have multiple players that can dial it up from outside.
Yeah, I mean, they're both extremely deep. And as I mentioned, I feel like they're both in that mix as the top-tier teams within the state, both of them.
Seaford now a little bit more active with ball movement. Jump shot, got a little bit of hand there, so that'll send Ricketts to the free throw line.
Yeah, and there's the mid-range, right? We seen him attack the basket, finish at the rim. We seen him knock down a three-point shot, and then he pulled up on the mid-range jumper, got the foul, going to the line for 2.
Ricketts averaging 14.6 per game. That's second high on the team. So many of you talked about the top 5 in your estimation early on, and these are 2 of them. Mm-hmm. The other 3 being Dover, Howard, and Salesianum. And so many of those teams are similar styles in that they just love to push the pace.
Yeah, and you may be sitting at home saying, oh, well, you can't just rely on that. It's not that they rely on that. It's just that they're able to win doing that. They don't have to adjust. Now, when they're playing each other, this is where you're going to see the adjustments because they're evenly matched up, and they're going to have to do a little bit of, additional type of creativity offensively in order to win.
An offensive call. I believe that is on Evan Sparks.
Yeah, legal screen.
That'll be his first. Should be the team's third, and it is.
It'll bring in Ahmad. And, this is a guy that I like from Middletown, number 40, Ahmad.
Good size.
Good size, and he's right place, right time. Plays with a lot of energy, understands the game. He's got a high IQ.
And we got another foul. This will be the 4th team foul on the Cavaliers. That's going to go against Henson. That'll be his first. And this is one thing I noticed in the Thursday night win for Middletown over Newark. Even though they won 70-35, they committed a lot of personal fouls.
Yeah, and that'll get you in trouble, Glenn. And luckily they're deep, but you don't want to be having your rotation guys getting close to fouling out of games and giving teams free points.
Good job by Eldridge to get the ball down the floor. Rogers misses the 3. Rebound Ricketts. Strong move to the basket.
Mm-hmm. That was
looks like partially blocked by the guy you said just came in the game.
Yeah, well done. And this is Amir Cunningham, who we saw him start earlier in the season. Now he's coming off the bench. I mean, this team goes deep, Middletown. Now that they got the football guys back acclimated, Coach Ali's got a really deep team.
That foul will go against Seaford's Niall Rooks. That's his first non-shooting foul. Good deflection, but controlled by Rogers. His left-hander in the lane would not go down, and a rebound to the Blue Jays.
That's a good take for Jaden Rogers. He's going to want that one back. That was a really good look.
Good hands by Cunningham to poke the ball away, but Seaford gets it back. 2:25 to go opening period. It's 10-8 in favor of Seaford. Deep three-point shot. Grazed the side of the rim, no good.
Out and running, Glenn.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
There you said, both of these teams, their ability to score in transition. That was a great job. Good finish by Cunningham off of a bit of a rush shot by Ricketts.
Ties the game at 10 with 2 minutes to go in first period. The Middletown on a little bit of a run here. Driving, kick out, right corner three ball is no good. Cavaliers trying to run the floor, don't have the numbers. Pope with a Euro step. Left corner, three-point shot, nothing but net for Rogers, his second of the game, and we've got an injury timeout.
I'll tell you what, man, that's Rogers the second time he's ran to the corner in transition. That seems to be the spot. He hasn't even hit the rim yet. Nothing but net in both of those situations.
So now we do have a timeout. Let's keep it right here, Pat.
Sure.
Very fast-paced first quarter, as we expected, with only barely 1:40 to go. And Seaford had at one point a 7-3 lead. It's now 13-10 Cavs.
Yeah, Middletown's done a good job. They've upped their defensive pressure, and they've got out in transition. And, Rogers knocking down 2 outside shots. That's been big. Seaford struggling a little bit from the field. Doesn't look like they started the clock.
Yeah, they did, and only 1 second came off. Looks like they won it at 1:34.
And then you know what? That's exactly what our unofficial clock has. So I tend to agree with them.
You're on it, Pat. 1:34, barely a minute and a half to go here in this opening period. Seaford jumped out to the early lead. Middletown has battled back. Good crowd here today. considering they're only allowed to have 4 fans per player. And there's a turnover to the Cavaliers.
Unforced error right there. Can't have too many of them if you're Seaford. This is a probably the most talented in-state opponent they've taken on. As you mentioned, the rust effect. They haven't played since the 28th. Little things like that tend to happen when that's the case.
Good double team by Seaford to get that ball, but now Middletown with a double team. They get it right back, and players hit the deck. That's just hustle.
It is. And I love the intensity, both, especially from Middletown. I feel it from Middletown a lot. And I said it right from the jump, and it's extended throughout the remainder of this first quarter. They're playing with a ton of energy. They look like they're ready. They're wanting to prove something.
And they're doing it without one of their leading scorers.
Yeah.
Jaden McGee.
Got to get a hand in it. Yep.
Yeah, Ricketts wanted to scream, but screen was denied.
Good defense by Parsons. You got to defend him. Most guys, you don't have to defend that far out. You do have to.
Got a 5-second call. A couple of players coming in from Middletown. We've got Clyde Frazier. Now, look, his parents had the right idea, didn't they? Was he named after Walt Clyde the Glide Frazier, all Hall of Famer from the New York Knicks? The only thing missing is the number.
Yeah.
He needs number 10. You got to talk to Cunningham and get that switched up.
And get the sideburns.
Clyde Frazier, Walt Frazier for the Knicks, one of the best dressed players in the NBA. Another 3 from the left corner,
Hinson.
But that one is Hinson, his second.
That's a difference right now, man. Middletown 4 3-pointers in this one, Glenn.
16-10 advantage, under a half a minute to go in the period. Ricketts, he'll take a 3-point shot. He gets it, his second.
That was just such good dribble penetration. Like I said, his ability to score at all 3 levels puts the defense on their toes. His little jab step between the leg dribble opened up enough space to knock down the 3.
There's a foul called on Bolden, the sophomore. That'll be his first. Only the team's second. 2 team fouls against Seaford, 4 against the Cavaliers. Under 10 seconds to go, Middletown with the ball. All the way into the paint, scoop shot up, no good. And not only think they're going to get a shot off, they don't. And to 1 quarter, it should be 16-13.
It is, yep.
The scoreboard has not been updated. Now it is 16-13 in favor of Middletown over Seaford. We'll be back right after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Back here to start the second period of action here at Middletown High School. Number 8 Middletown hosting number 1 Seaford. Seaford with that number 1 target on their back. And they jumped out to the early lead. They were up 7-3. Cavaliers fought back to tie the game at 10. And then Middletown went up 16-10. 4 3-pointers. You mentioned that's the difference. 2 each for Rogers and Hinson. Yeah,
that's the difference is right. Their ability to knock down the outside shots has allowed them to take the slight advantage here in the first quarter. If Middletown is going to, if they can continue to knock down those outside shots, this is going to be one heck of a game. We'll have to buckle our seatbelts for this one, Glenn.
11 of Seaford's 13 points scored by Ricketts.
Yeah, I mean, he does it all, man. He really does. He's as advertised.
Cunningham, good penetration. Kick out for the 3. Right wing, that's good. Third 3 made by Hinson.
It's huge. Again, if the Cavaliers are going to be able to shoot at this clip, it's going to be a tough game on the road for Seaford here.
Yeah, Hinson was wide open. That was all created by the penetration by Cunningham.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's really good offense being run by Middletown. I'm impressed in the opening 9 minutes of this game by them offensively.
Seaford backing it out, trying to set things up in the half court.
Like to see Seaford be a little more creative on offense, move a little bit. I mean, they're just stagnant. It's ISO ball. It's a matter of they're passing around. It's okay, who's going to take their turn, breaking down the defense. They need to get into more of a rhythm offensively.
It looks like we've got 2 fouls called.
A little double foul.
Looking at the scoreboard to see how they score this. It looked like he held up number 4 and he held up number 12, but not sure for which team.
Yeah, no, well, Niall Rooks was definitely battling down low for Seaford, so he's probably the number 4.
3-point shot on the way by Ricketts. He misses that one. Middletown skies for the rebound. I think we have a tie-up.
Middletown right now is playing the more fundamental game. They're boxing out. They're playing good, strong defense, and offensively they're moving the ball around, knocking down the outside shots. Seaford's got to match their intensity right now.
Okay, so Michael Pearson's the one that picked up that last foul, that dual foul, and team 5th. And I believe it was Rooks who picked up his 2nd. And the team should have been the team's 3rd.
Looks like 5th up there, Glenn. 5th on Middletown.
Yeah, 5 on Middletown. Should be 3 team fouls if that was a dual foul. But I never saw it posted. Nevertheless.
There it is. They just put it up there, looks like, Glenn.
There's the 3rd team
It's one
foul.
of these fancy scoreboards down here in Middletown. It's got 8 different colors on it.
Cunningham had a good look there. Wouldn't go down for him. Cavaliers enjoying a 6-point lead right now. 3-point shot, left wing, that's short, no good. Rebound to Seaford, one-hander high off the glass. That won't go down. And we've got another tie-up, and good quick hands collapsing on the ball by Avion Matthews.
Yeah, I mean, you give Seaford some credit. They're tying stuff up on – they're tying, loose balls up after Middletown securing the rebound. These guys for Middletown need to get the rebound, put their elbows out, clear some space, be ready to rip the ball. Seaford is going right for it every single time.
Seaford has not scored in this second quarter. We've played a minute and a half. There's a runner.
Fortune. And he's going to have to be a guy that steps up here. As you mentioned, 11 out of 13, 11 of the first 13 going to Ricketts. Fortune's the guy as a senior that needs to step up as a secondary offensive source here.
Good pass inside by Sparks. He found his teammate underneath Henson for a bucket.
And that was, you're exactly right. What a pass. And again, offensively, Middletown moving without the basketball very well. Set up a nice easy layup.
21-16, driving into the paint. We've got a foul going to the line. Again, I was blocked out by the official.
Ricketts going to the line. He's good, man.
Fouls on Eldridge. I believe that would be his first. And the team's 6, so Seaford will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half. 5:47 to go. Ricketts now 3 for 3 from the line.
He's keeping the Blue Jays in this one right now.
12 of their 16 points. The other 2 by Avion Matthews and Fortune. Second free throw on the way, and that one's good. Good form at the line by Ricketts.
30-second timeout here from, Coach Evans. It's a good timeout, I think, Glenn.
Cuts that Middletown lead to 4. So your impressions of what we're seeing here so far?
Yeah, as we discussed, both teams are going to like to get up and down. It's going to be a high-energy game. I'm extremely impressed with Middletown's focus. Like I said, it's defensive intensity and offensively moving without the basketball. They're setting themselves up. I mean, I would say they probably got like 4 or 5 assists already in this game.
Definitely.
And right now for Seaford, someone other than Brent Ricketts is going to have to make something happen. They're a little stagnant offensively, and luckily Ricketts has kept them in the game. But they need to establish another source of scoring, and I think that they can do that by matching Middletown's kind of, cutting. We'll see. They're putting a press up now. Let's see if this generates some points.
Yeah. I was going to say, we'll keep an eye on them, see what changes they make. There was one right there. Pope, aggressive move into the paint. Looked like somebody grabbed his arm.
Think that's going to go on Avion Matthews.
Yeah, that'll be his first. And now the team's 5th. Non-shooting. There's that left corner again. That's the first one they've missed.
Yeah. Rogers knows his spot, though, Glenn.
Good job by Sparks to run down the loose ball. Rebound floater in the lane's no good. Nothing but Blue Jays under the bucket for the rebound. Good pass, good ball movement. That shot up and short. Middletown with a loose ball rebound. Pope running the floor. Oh, and he was blocked. He did draw contact before he put the ball up.
Yeah, that would have to be on the body. 2 shots coming. Nice job pushing in transition, though, by Pope.
That's a second foul on Fortune, and now the team's 6. So both teams are equal now. They'll be in the bonus for the final 5:06 of the half. Pope at the line. Getting more playing time the last 3 outings. And he makes a first free throw.
And their depth is starting to really establish itself, Glenn. As you mentioned, the last couple of games, getting these football players back into the rotation. They've now won 4 in a row, leading this game. It looks like a different team than what we saw at the beginning of the year in those first 3 games, really, with the St. Mark's game included.
Pat, they had 11 players score in that win Thursday night at Newark. 11.
Wow.
And nobody had more than 9.
That's just good team ball right there. It really is.
Free throw, nothing but net, but unfortunately it didn't get over the rim. 1 out of 2 there for Pope. 5-point lead for Middletown. Yeah, 11 scored. Cunningham led the way with 9, and then 4 other players with 8.
Wow.
Great balance.
Yes.
Middletown again, very quick reaction with the defense. And then they pick the pocket all the way down, and the finger roll is good for Henson.
This is just, it's really good ball being played by Middletown on both sides of the floor. Henson getting another easy layup. I think he's got 11. He's in double figures now with that layup.
15.
Wow.
15 for Henson, including 3 threes.
Wow. What a half.
Deep 3-point shot. That's good.
Bolden.
Kareem Bolden's first points. The sophomore's on the board, and it's a 4-point game with 4:10 to go.
Seaford right now, they're just staying right at a distance where they can eventually take a jump. There's going to be a 1-on-1 now. Ricketts picking up the foul.
Yep, his first.
But they're staying close.
Yeah, they're not letting Middletown get too far away from him. 6-point advantage has been the biggest lead for the Cavaliers on several occasions, and now at the free throw line is Jaden Rogers. He has 6 points in the game, both threes. First free throw on the way is good. He'll get the bonus. Now he can once again get Middletown to a 6-point advantage. And that one's too strong, no good.
Bolden skying in there for the rebound.
Top of the circle, 3-point shot, down and out. Would not go down, and we've got a loose ball foul.
Good box out by Middletown, but they're gonna get the foul. And at Seaford, they're crashing the offensive glass, and when you do that, good things can happen for you. Either A, you get the offensive rebound, or B, you get a foul call because you're making Middletown have to do a little bit of work to box out.
Foul win against Evan Sparks, the senior. That's his second. At the free throw line is Roman. He makes the first. He'll get the bonus. Wesnell Roman. His first points of the game. And actually his first points since the opening season game against Indian River. He's a senior, one of the few on this team. Gets the bounce on the second.
Senior leadership there, Glenn. Stepping up, making the free throws.
We're halfway through the second period. 25-22, Middletown by 3. There it is, down at the left corner. Ooh,
look at
Cunningham
Rogers.
Wow. Rogers, great job.
Seaford, they lost the ball a little bit there defensively, and now look at this Middletown team go, Glenn.
Hitting the deck. Ball out of bounds to the Cavaliers. Great hustle there to get the turnover.
they're the ones initiating. They're the ones, pushing the ball, pushing the intensity right now. Seaford has not been able to match them, albeit they only trail by 5, but
good steal by the Blue Jays there. Coast to coast, shots up, no good. Good kick out, and now wide open for Rogers, and he'll lay it in with a left hand.
There's a timeout here by Seaford, and yeah, Middletown, Glenn, they're making things happen, man. I'm impressed with this Cavalier group. They look like a different team than the last time we seen them.
So 15 points from Tyrone Henson and 11 points now for Jaden Rogers to lead the way for the Cavaliers as they enjoy their largest lead at 29-22.
And they're doing it in every aspect of the game. They're playing extremely good defense. They're boxing out and getting it done on the rebounding. And then you're hitting either transition layups, you're driving to the basket, you're knocking down three-pointers. It's just a really well-rounded effort, and it's fun to watch. I'm extremely impressed, man. Extremely impressed.
Middletown has done a great job of collapsing on the ball, too. If they have a defender fronting the man with the basket, they'll bring around a player from the weak side and tie him up and get a steal.
Yes. And Seaford, they need to figure something out here. They seem to be kind of, sleepwalking and unsure of themselves a little bit, which is not something that we saw when they were playing Our Savior Lutheran.
Yeah, a game in which they led by halftime, and then
yeah, they just look a little bit out of sorts right now.
3 minutes to go in the first half. 7-point Middletown advantage.
And again, offensively, there's very little movement going on.
There's a jump shot at the free throw line, and that's good by Bolden. His 5th point of the game.
These guys are so good in isolation. I mean, it's it's impressive. They just won't go away, Seaford. Their ability to knock down shots is
Pearson with a rainmaker.
Almost went in.
Yeah, he got bumped a little bit, no call. Again, Middletown doubling the ball. Cross-court pass, back to Ricketts, and now they'll reset. Ricketts throws up a wild line drive that's run down by the Blue Jays.
This Middletown defense has Seaford just completely flustered, frustrated.
There's a good penetration of the lane and a lay-in by Kashmir Wise. His first points of the game.
Nice job by the freshman. There's the 30-second timeout coming from Coach Ali here in Middletown, getting his subs in.
And he gets it at the 2-minute mark. It's now a 3-point lead for Middletown. So, again, just like you've said, Pat, throughout this broadcast, Middletown tries to push the pace. They try to grab a big lead. They were up by 7, and all of a sudden Seaford battles back to keep it close.
Is Seaford's individual skill offensively, their ability to blow by defenders, get to the rim, and knock down shots is keeping them in the game right now.
Definitely.
They're struggling offensively in terms of rhythm and setting each other up, but they're just individual skill, one-on-one skill is breaking Middletown down right now.
Right. Dribble penetration into the paint. Wise was the last one to do it with that last bucket. Ricketts did it once. All right, here we go. The final 2 minutes of the first half. It's a one-possession game. A battle between number 1 Seaford and number 8 Middletown. Pass underneath. Good hands by Seaford. Middletown gets it back. It's Henson.
Wow.
And that shot, that's going to be goaltending.
It was, but you know what? That was a heck of a highlight nonetheless to get up that high. Ricketts skied for that one, man. Up over the rim.
To tell you the truth, I don't think that ball was going to get to the rim.
No, probably wasn't.
Nevertheless, it's a 5-point lead for Middletown. 31-26, 1:40 to go in the first half. One thing it did show is the leaping ability of Ricketts.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you can see Seaford. There's no movement. It's just a matter of, okay, who's gonna be the guy this time? It's Ricketts. Nice offensive board.
Yep.
Nice work.
Second shot goes and one.
Nice work by Matthews there.
4th point for him. That cuts the lead to 31. Should be 31-28.
I think they put the score on the wrong. Should be 29-28, Glenn. Unless I missed the bucket. I may have missed the bucket.
It was 29-26, and then I thought Rogers scored. Free throw is missed.
31-28.
There's a steal. Turnover. 1:20 to go in the half. One possession game. We haven't been tied since 10-10. So Seaford will throw it in. Ricketts guarded by Cunningham. Ooh, almost a steal there by Henson, and then almost a backcourt violation.
Look at this.
And then a takeaway, but they're going to call a tie-up and a jump ball.
It's just
possession error to Middletown, I think.
It's just good fundamental defense by Middletown. I mean, they know what Seaford wants to do, and they're putting themselves in great position defensively to stop it. Seaford's got to get a little more creative. That's what I need to see from them.
Let's see if they make that adjustment in the locker room at halftime as we're a minute away. 31-28, Middletown with the lead in the ball. Rogers,
Nice.
Screen and roll, can't get the shot to go down with Cunningham. Seaford runs the floor. Coast to coast one-hander's no good, but he got his own miss, and then we've got a reach-in foul, I think, on Rogers.
Yep, I think you're right, Glenn, and it's a one-on-one opportunity here for Seaford. Trying to cut into this lead.
That's only the first foul committed by, now they're going to say the second on Rogers. The team's ninth, so it's still 1-1. Down and would not go down. Wise misses. Now we've got another foul and a little extracurricular going on inside, and quickly the teammates separate them.
Just a little frustration, and just channel that energy in a positive way. That's all. I like it. The big fella, that's like the second or third offensive rebound Matthews has gotten.
And you know what, Pat? That was Rogers again. That's the third on him.
Two quick ones here in the last minute, Glenn.
Yeah, they're going to have to get him out. 10 team fouls, so the double bonus now. At the line, Avion Matthews misses the first. He's now 0 for 2 from the line.
Just sub here, and the official's there to go.
Yeah, I think he wants to get Rogers out.
And they should.
Yeah. Now the
His third
scoreboard's
foul.
still showing 2 fouls, but that's his third.
Yeah, we heard it from the book over here. It's definitely his third. They just haven't made that adjustment on the scoreboard.
Second free throw attempt. And now we've got a lane violation. He made that one, but it's not going to count.
3 missed free throws by Seaford on that trip. Got to have those in a tough road game.
Let's see if Middletown holds for the final shot with 40 seconds to go. Head coach Aziz Ali makes the call. Nope, they're not going to wait. Cunningham off the feed by Henson, and Cunningham scores.
Yeah, you get that kind of a layup, that kind of a look, you can't pass that. You can't turn that down. That's, again, good offense by Middletown.
33-28 Cavaliers. Ricketts with the ball, takes a step back three-point shot, no good, but we've got a foul and a push. Is it on the shot or underneath? It's offensively.
Yeah, a little loose ball foul. I think they're going to give Booker DeShields here, and it will be him.
Yeah. That's the first on the senior. But that will send to the line for Middletown Clyde Frazier.
All name team within the state of Delaware.
Oh,
Clyde.
yeah, he's on it. I'd like to see him after the game, see if he has one of those neat hats with the feather in it, like Clyde used to wear. We're talking about Walt Frazier, the immortal of the New York Knicks. Free throws missed. 12 seconds to go.
Seaford got to get busy here.
Yeah, good defense by Middletown, denying them a look. Now in the paint, they just throw one up. It won't go down, and that will be the end of the half.
Oh.
It hit the rim, but
Not sure what's going on there.
I
0.1
don't know.
seconds.
Yeah, we should have heard the horn.
Something's going on with the clock, unfortunately. Yeah. It's technical difficulties.
Well, we haven't had any.
That's
and we've
correct.
come to the end of the first half with a 33-28 lead for Middletown over Seaford. Our game of the week is being brought to you by First State Orthopedics, official game sponsor First State Orthopedics with 29 physicians at 16 locations providing surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of conditions, specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques, serving team physicians for over 20 high schools, the Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Their doctors are ready available to all the local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. So give them a call at 302-322-3400 or visit them online at firststateortho.com. Be sure to mention you saw their ad here on Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302, and we'll be back with the second half action here from Middletown High after these messages.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes, whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Regulars have been enjoying Grain Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Grain. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Welcome back to Middletown High School and our game of the week being brought to you by First State Orthopedics, official game of the week sponsor. With 29 physicians at 16 locations providing both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions. They're specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. They serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Be sure to mention you saw their ad on Delaware Live Sports. Pat, we're getting ready to start the second half. We're going to see what adjustments the two teams have made. Leading scorer in the first half was Henson from Middletown with 17. Rogers added 11. Ricketts leading the way for Seaford with 13. And the guy that's not here for Middletown, Jaden McGee, I watched that game Thursday night. He had 2 breakaway slam dunks, and apparently he was called for techs on both of them. So 2 techs, and you had to miss the next game. Unfortunately for him, it was this one. So that's why he's not in the lineup. But, hey, we've got a close one here. We understand that Tatnall edged Archmere in boys basketball 46-45. Our thanks to Mike Lang for sending us that score. Apparently Archmere missed the game-winning shot at the buzzer.
If I'm not mistaken, they won a game in a very similar fashion earlier in the week. So the Cardiac Kids, the Archmere Hawks.
And you have a game tomorrow right here on Delaware Live. Tell us about that.
Yeah, for sure. Another team in that top 5 mix. Salesianum looking to kick off their in-state schedule, taking on St. Elizabeth. It's a conference or a Catholic league. If you could, I mean, there's only 3 or 4 of us, but it's always a good game. Even no matter if one team's up, one team's down, or they're both up, they seem to have some good matchups. We're excited for that one. 2 p.m. tip-off on that one, Glenn.
Yep. You can watch it right here through YouTube, free of charge. And we're going to start out the third period. Seaford will have the ball now, moving from our right to our left across their viewing screen.
Yeah, let's see, Glenn. And look at this, right off the bat, Middletown.
Pope all the way. Oh, and a hard foul. That committed by Kashmir Wise, who really thought he had all ball, but I think he got a lot of body.
He definitely got a lot of body. It's an impressive feat of athleticism, don't get me wrong. But
right.
Yeah, he definitely got body. And right off the bat, Middletown continues where they left off. Pope with the breakaway steal. I mean, they're just playing really good defense right now.
And Seaford just got a little lazy with the basketball.
Yes, they did.
They telegraphed that pass, and Pope reacted quickly, and he makes the first free throw, I believe.
He did. It was up and in. The scoreboard, like I said, there's a technical thing going on.
All right, he makes them both. 2 points there for Pope. He now has 3 in the game, all from the line.
There you go, and you can see Seaford, another one-on-one drive. That's a nice block.
Yeah, good attack of the rim, and then nice job by Ricketts to create a steal. Baseline jump shot is way short. Rogers with a rebound.
Right place, right time for Jaden Rogers there. Track the flight of the ball.
Henson with a nice kick out. And good defense on Rogers. Now Pope over in the left corner. He'll take the 3-point shot. That's no good. And skying for the rebound is Matthews.
Middletown, look at this. Wise down the lane. Can't hit. Can't hit.
I think he lost control of the ball when he went up. Pope, good no-look pass in the corner. 3-point shot too strong.
There we go, in transition.
That's
what a job.
Charge.
What a job by Pope. Stepped right in there. And Middletown's they're just fundamentally playing good basketball right now. It's continued.
They're winning that battle, that's for sure.
Without a doubt.
Foul, the second on Avion Matthews. Team second here in the third period. Middletown right now enjoying its largest lead of the game at 7.
Look at him moving without the basketball. This is good defense by Seaford. Oh, what a job. Rogers somehow got in there, but that was a good defensive possession by Seaford.
Little jump shot past the free throw line. Did not hit a thing.
And there's a tech.
We got a tech.
That's a frustration foul there, Glenn. That's a frustration foul.
And that's the third one against Avion Matthews, the sophomore.
That is a frustration foul. It was a good box out by the Middletown. I couldn't quite identify who it was, but it was a good box out, and it was just a frustration foul right there on Matthews.
And I'm wondering if the official then called another tech foul on Matthews when he went over to the bench.
I'm not sure. Rogers will shoot the technical free throws.
First one's no good, and Rogers a pretty good free throw shooter.
And I'm not sure if you could hear, but Coach Ali, good message to his team. He told them, hey, don't get into a talking. Don't get into a talking matchup right now.
Rogers
Focus
misses them
on
both.
the game.
Yeah. He missed them both. But Middletown will have possession.
Oh, that's the benefit of the tech, right? Okay, he didn't make the free throws, but you get possession on top of it.
So apparently there was not a second tech called on Avion Matthews. Good thing, or he would have been done for tonight in the next game.
Yeah.
Wide open, top of the circle, three-point shot, can't get the roll. That was Henson, our leading scorer in the game.
I know we've just come accustomed to him knocking those down in this one, Glenn.
There's a steal by Middletown, and it looks like Sparks, I think when he got the loose ball on the floor, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, but good hustle yet again by Sparks. Good defense. Middletown just playing with a lot of energy.
Seaford a little frustrated.
Seaford, yeah, you're starting to see it.
Yeah. Ricketts trying to break down Sparks, does a little Euro move, and lost the ball out of bounds. It was tipped by Middletown.
You just see there are 3 defenders there packing the lane in. They're anticipating the drive.
Oh, there's a block by Pope. Pope is playing outstanding hustle ball.
He is. He is, Glenn. All over the floor.
Doing some things that don't really show up in the scorer's book, and now we've got a whistle underneath the bucket.
Let's see, what was this? This is 3 seconds. I think it's a foul, Glenn.
It's a grab by a Cavalier. I think it's on
Sims.
That'll be his first on the senior and the team's first.
You'll live with that foul if you're Coach Ali. These guys are playing aggressive right now. You got to love what you're seeing.
Paint, a lot of contact, and going to the line. And that will be Fortune. His first free throws of the game coming up.
It's going to go on Henson, Glenn, the leading scorer.
Yep, only his second.
See if these free throws can get Fortune going. He was a guy that in that game against our Savior Lutheran, I want to say he had like 27, 28 points in that game.
He's the leading scorer on the team,
Yeah.
Pat. He averages 20 a game.
He's been extremely quiet in this one.
That's his third point of the game, looking for number 4 here.
And that's a credit to Middletown's defense. They're not giving Seaford really anything easy, especially in the half court.
Seaford collapses on Sparks. Ooh, and they hit the deck hard.
That's good hustle. There was nothing malicious there.
I think Coach Evans wanted
I think he wanted a tech.
I think he wanted a tech on Sparks. Now Coach Evans and Coach Ali. No, it was the other referee down here. Look, he looked like I was pointing and talking to Coach Ali, but it wasn't the other ref. Things are getting a little testy right now.
The frustration settling in.
Yeah.
Seaford just has not been able to get out of the mud, so to speak.
Yeah, they've only scored 1 point in this quarter. Nice dish off in the paint. Now the kick out for the three-point shot, and that is good by Henson.
Have yourself a day, Tyrene Henson. Wow.
20 points for him, and we still have 5:10 to go in the third period.
And again, just good offense, good penetration. Seaford had to help on the penetration and left Henson wide open for the 3.
That's when you catch a team being a little over-aggressive.
Uh-oh.
Strong move by Ricketts.
What a block.
And blocked by Sparks in midair.
What a job by Evan Sparks.
Well, the crowd is getting into this one.
I like that from Ricketts. He's trying to set a spark with his team. You take a challenge with a shot blocker there, try to dunk on him. It didn't work out, but I like it. He's trying to will his team to give him a little bit of a boost.
A little runner in the lane, can't get the bounce. Sparks with a rebound. Outlet pass to Henson is stolen. Stolen by Bolden. 3-point shot, right corner, that won't go. And ball out to Seaford.
Seaford crashing the offensive glass right there, creating themselves a second chance opportunity.
Largest lead of the game right now, Pat, at 9.
Wow.
Pope getting a breather, well deserved.
Yeah, tremendous energy. Nice, it's a nice little run for him.
Cunningham comes in for him. Now Ricketts quickly releases the ball. It went down and came out. He was fouled. He'll shoot 3 at the line.
There is Brent Ricketts feeling like this game, the momentum's kind of shifting. knows his team's frustrated. He's trying to assert himself right now offensively after a really strong first half.
And that's the third foul committed by Evan Sparks, team's third.
Sparks maybe a little bit too aggressive after the big block. Perhaps a little bit of too much energy.
That's the first free throw missed by Ricketts tonight. He has 13 points. Seaford has trailed since it was 10-10 in the first period. Second free throw is good. He'll get a third. So right now, Pat, here in this third period, we're almost halfway through it. Seaford has only scored 2 points.
It's credit to Middletown. And there's a violation here.
So he only gets 1 out of 3.
Wow. That's the second violation on Seaford on a free throw.
Yeah, with your own guy shooting, you should know his pace at the line.
Yeah. Those are the little things, man. They're the little things. If you want to win on the road against a quality opponent, can't have that. What a job.
Henson again. He's been the man today.
He has. This is the best I've seen him look. He's been playing with energy, but again, he's one of those football guys starting to get into a basketball rhythm, clearly. Good defense on that possession by Henson.
Middletown it's already 10, trying to make it more, and the bucket is good by Ahmad.
What strength by Ahmad. Down low, nice job going to the other side of the rim.
Number 8 is leading number 1 by 12 points. Coach Evans, I think, is telling the official he wants a TO.
He's going to get one after the free throw.
Yeah, he needs to calm the troops down.
The Cavalier faithful love it.
Ahmad too strong with the free throw, and there's the timeout taken by Coach Evans and the Seaford Blue Jays. As we keep it right here at Middletown High, it's getting loud and noisy here in this gym, Pat, as Middletown has a double-digit lead.
Absolutely, and again, the chippiness after the whistle there. Seaford just they got to compose themselves right now. I mean, okay, you're down 12, but this team can score with anybody in the state. 12 points may look like a lot, but it's really not. They need to refocus. They need to get something going offensively. Would love to see them, again, move without the basketball. Create a little bit of make it hard for Middletown defensively. Right now, their job is very easy. It's stay in front of the ball handler and stop the penetration when they drive the lane. You got to try and get them moving a little bit. Maybe force them to get lost defensively. Maybe you get an open shot or an open layup.
And Seaford typically will score a lot of points in transition, and they have not been able to get out on a fast break that much today, hardly at all.
No, and that's a credit to Middletown's ball handling. They've limited their turnovers, and it's also Middletown is able to athletically match up with Seaford and get back on defense to prevent those fast breaks.
I think that's the key right now. Middletown is matching the athletic ability and the quickness of the Blue Jays.
And Seaford may be naturally the more athletic and quick team, but Middletown has erased that deficit with the energy they're playing with.
Started in, and here's a step back three-point shot by Ricketts. It's short, running down the weak side rebound. The Blue Jays now a deep three-point shot on the way. That's good by Bolden.
That's a big hit there. Let's see if that gets them going a little bit. They needed that one for sure, Glenn.
42-33. Lead is 9. Jump shot, side of the rim, no good. Loose ball battle, won by Seaford.
Was Wise on the rebound. Here, this was an opportunity to get out in transition.
Bolden, 2 in a row.
That's a smart timeout by Coach Ali. You don't want to let Seaford get too much of a momentum and a rhythm going. But yeah, 2 big hits by Bolden, the sophomore, guy that we hadn't seen do a whole lot of scoring early in the season. Let's see if that wakes them up a little bit. I would anticipate pressure from Seaford coming out of this timeout.
Now, how about Bolden? He makes the deep top of the circle 3 ball, and then he comes right down the floor. Doesn't even hesitate, Pat. He said, I've got my spot. I'm taking another one.
And they needed it because so far Ricketts has been very loaded with him offensively. He's struggling right here in the third quarter. They need someone else to step up. Looks like Bolden's going to take on that challenge, the sophomore.
Looks like Middletown has switched up a little bit defensively on Ricketts, too, as they've had the taller Sparks on him attempting these three-point shots.
Yeah.
Not letting him get a good look, although he did commit the foul on the one.
He did. But no, you're right. I mean, getting some length on Ricketts is a good call by Coach Ali, because Ricketts can really elevate on those jump shots, as you've seen.
Middletown needing a basket on this trip. Seaford trying to get a stop. There's a reach in, and we've got a block foul.
Good drive by Henson. Again, just another smart, headsy play by him.
It's going to be the 5th, maybe even the 16th foul. Foul goes against Kashmir Wise. That's his 2nd, team's 5th. Driving the baseline was Pope. He had nowhere to go, and they're going to call a foul.
That's a tough one.
It is.
That
was good defense. He had nowhere to go.
But you know what? Those are going to happen, and you can hear it from Coach Evans over here. It was good defense. As Seaford has raised their energy level, which is what he as a coach, I'm sure, wants to see.
Good inbounds play by the pass was by Eldridge to Cunningham. Ricketts elevated and blocked it.
Got him with the body. That's a really good pump fake by Cunningham. That was an extremely good pump fake there, knowing that Ricketts is going to try to go for the block.
Coach Ali said that foul should have been on Ricketts. They called it on 4 Rooks. His 3rd, team 7th.
Interesting there. I didn't see it. I would have thought it was on. I mean, it looked like a clean block, so the fact that it wasn't on Ricketts is probably good, because I think he did get all ball.
So something underneath that happened, and unfortunately, I'm right on the spot at the scores table where I'm getting blocked out by the referee.
The ref, the subs, you know. We're having a little adversity ourselves.
Yeah,
Glenn.
We're meeting the challenge. Cunningham makes 1 out of 2. Should be 43-36. One scoreboard's right, the other one's wrong. How does that happen?
It's on a delay. It's weird. It's the same thing with the clock, too.
Now it catches up.
Yeah.
7-point Middletown lead. Seaford with the ball. Double team and a steal by Cunningham. He runs the floor. He has his shot blocked. Out of bounds should be Seaford ball. Now they're going to give it back to Middletown.
Now, that was a good block, but Niall Rooks has got to be careful here. You don't need to start initiating the talk there. You did your job. There's no reason to go and stalk him right now.
Quick timeout. They just want one of the players to get the mask back on.
This is the most I've seen it enforced so far this year.
Rogers, right wing 3 ball, won't go down. Skying for the rebound is Pope. The putback is good. And 1.
What a job. There he is again, and they're going to get a technical foul.
Oh. And if that's on number 12.
It is.
He's gone.
Now, I'm not sure what he did. I didn't see it. The foul,
12 on the grab.
The foul was on 12. Now let's see what the tech. It's on 12 as well.
Well, I'm trying to remember who the tech was on earlier.
I think it was on 14.
It was his brother.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a tough one here. What a job by Pope, though. He came in, he started the 3rd quarter off with energy, making some big-time plays, checks back in, and right there, somehow got that offensive rebound and put it up and in for the and 1.
So 9 team fouls now, Pat, committed by Seaford. We still have 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd period. They're going to have Middletown in the double bonus for most of this second half.
It's again, it's been extremely impressive what we've seen from the Cavaliers today. Pope can't hit the first.
Now, I think we missed, was it Eldridge on the tech, and I think he made it.
I don't think we've shot the tech yet. There's the tech coming here.
Oh, okay.
Here's the tech free throws now. That was the and 1.
2 straight misses. Eldridge will get 1 more, and then Middletown will have the ball. They have a 9-point lead.
Wow.
So they missed 3 there.
Rasheed Wallace somewhere's got he's itching himself with a ball don't lie moment.
Middletown ball, 2.5 minutes to go, 3rd period. 45-36. The Cavaliers have led ever since they tied it at 10 in the first period. By as many as 12.
Seaford gets a stop here. I mean, you got to consider this a win, considering how many opportunities they gave Middletown.
Pope a little out of control. Getting the ball back, three-point shot will not go down. They try to box out. They don't get Cunningham, though.
What work.
And that's the 10th team foul on Seaford.
What work by Cunningham. And you're right, Seaford just, they didn't box out. They kind of just assumed that they were going to get that rebound, and Cunningham worked for it. Again, Middletown has outworked Seaford for the overwhelming majority of this game, and it's reflective in the scoreboard and on the foul situation.
Exactly. Only 3 team fouls committed by the Cavaliers. Cunningham makes the first. 6 points for him in the game.
And energy's contagious. Darren Pope started this third quarter off with the steal, with a couple big plays, came in, checked in, got the big offensive rebound and one. And I feel like that sparked this team. That was an energy play by Cunningham. Straight energy.
Ty Henson leading scorer in the game. 17 in the first half, 5 here in the third period. 2 minutes to go in the third, and 11-point advantage for Middletown. Bolden trying another 3. This one, though, from the left wing, came up short.
I'd have liked to see Kareen attack the rim there.
Coast to coast that time by Middletown's Eldridge. Ball out of bounds to the Cavaliers. Pearson checks in. Pope will get a rest.
Defense for defense, right? I mean, Pearson's another guy that he'll get after you defensively. Look at this.
Wide open 3, and it's going to hit the backboard at the top and go out of bounds to Seaford. But yeah, that's missed assignment there. They left Eldridge wide open.
Wide open.
Right now, a 5-0 run for the Cavaliers.
And it was a good timeout by Coach Ali, right?
Yeah.
2 threes by Seaford. He takes a timeout. They've re-seized momentum.
It's a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul's going to go against Henson. That's his third. Only the team's fourth. A minute and a half to go in this third period. And I don't really see a lot of movement by Seaford. Middletown tying the ball up.
Rook's got to be careful flailing the elbows around there. And he got fouled.
And he has his mask down. They need to get him to put his back up. And so far the officials, I guess, don't see it. Now he pulls it back up. You know, it's tough for these players. They played in a lot of tournaments, holiday tournaments, and most of the other teams were not wearing masks at all.
Yeah.
But the Delaware teams were. Ricketts fighting for position. Can't get it to go. Tip in won't go. Fights for another rebound. He has it.
And there's
a whistle.
talking.
Yep, more talking. It's like Ricketts will go to the line.
And that was just sheer will by Ricketts there. He's fighting for the offensive rebound. Middletown is just surrounding him whenever he tries to get to the rim.
Eldridge draws the foul, his third, the team's fifth, with 1:17 to go here in this third period. Ricketts makes the first.
Just total frustrating defense being played by Middletown. Frustrated Seaford.
Second one's good. He's really only had one miss at the line. The other one was because a teammate committed a lane violation. That would have been good.
Yep.
Down close to a minute to go here in the third. Cavaliers by 10. Strong move to the basket. The shot hit the rim. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of. Usually we're the other side of the floor. We can see the scores table.
Yeah, it looks like it's going the other way.
Seaford ball. 62 seconds to go here in this third. 9-point lead for Middletown. Cavaliers trying to pull the early season upset here.
Here's a little bit of motion from Seaford offensively.
Almost had the screen and go, but as Ricketts again draws double team, too strong with a one-hander off the glass.
Forcing it. forcing the issue. That's just frustration.
Yeah.
And it's good defense by Middletown. Really good defensive effort.
Another tie-up possession error in favor of the Cavaliers.
We got a tech.
On who?
It looks like it's going on Hinson. Now, who's that? 21. Pearson?
Yeah, it's going against Middletown. Ricketts at the line. It's a third on Pearson.
Not sure. Must have said some magic words. I didn't see any action there.
Ricketts makes the first. So Seaford will get another free throw here and the ball with 42 seconds to go in this third period. A chance to get it back to 2 possession. Both teams now in the bonus. Middletown in the double bonus. Second free throw is no good.
47-39, 1 of 2. A lot of chirping going on here.
I know. We've had, 2, 3 techs called in the ball game. Seaford with the ball, down by 8, 47-39, 35 seconds to go in the third, and now we've got a whistle and a foul underneath. No, it's a mask. It's a mask.
That's frustrating.
The mask broke is what happened. The ear strap.
And the substitution will come in.
Yeah.
They're going to bring the Shields in.
Yep. And checking out is Wesnell Romaine. Seaford ball, barely a half a minute to go here in the third. I think they want to hold for the final shot.
You can see they're calling something out. Bolden wants a set. It's the end of quarter stack look.
I would think if you're Seaford, you either want the ball in the hands of Bolden or Ricketts. Down to 12 seconds. Wise has the ball. Good crossover move. He'll take the jump shot. It's short.
It's good defense.
Rogers with a rebound, had his pocket picked. We got another tie-up or a foul? Tie-up. With just 2 seconds to go. And now, again, we've got a little extracurricular going on there. It is getting chirpy here. You know what? I look up right where that call was made, and I see the DIAA Sportsmanship Award. 4 years running for Middletown.
Hey, that's a good run. It's a good run.
Yeah, you love to see that. I thought it was Seaford ball on the alternating possession.
It should be Middletown ball if it was a jump ball.
Yep, Cavalier ball.
Yeah.
Just over 2 seconds to go in this quarter.
Here's an interesting look.
Yeah.
Oh.
4 wideouts on the same side. And it missed everything. According to the stadium clock, we have 4/10 to go. But we've had a few problems with the stadium clock.
Looks like they're going to get it going here. That was a little ode to the state championship football team.
Ricketts shot off the backboard, no good. So we've got 3 quarters in the books. Middletown started the half with a 5-point lead. They got it up to 11, but right now it sits at 8. So if you're Seaford, Pat, how do you get back on this ball game?
You know, I mean, it's kind of the same thing we talked about coming into the third quarter. It's offensively, they got to get some kind of motion going. They got to have some kind of offensive set and make it hard for Middletown. Middletown, all they're doing is you got to play good, strong on-ball defense and be ready for the penetration and just step right in. That's all they're doing. They're constricting the lane, and there's very little that they have to do defensively if they're not on the ball. So you got to make it a little more difficult for them, and the way to do that is to move without the basketball offensively. I literally think it's that simple for Seaford. They're only down 8. If they can do that on consecutive possessions in this fourth quarter, they have the skill level and talent to erase the deficit.
Now, one thing, you're trying to be aggressive when you're behind. You have 4 players with 3 personal fouls, but more importantly, you had Middletown in the double bonus for the entire fourth period. So you got to be aware of putting Middletown on the line too many times. And if you're the Cavaliers, you just got to keep playing the way you've been playing the whole game.
Exactly right. I love what I've seen from Middletown today. I really do. On every aspect of the game. They've played a very strong, well-rounded game in this one.
Well, we've mentioned it several times. Middletown is just out-hustling Seaford this afternoon.
They are. And Seaford's in this game. This just shows you the skill level that this group has, is that, they haven't played with the same energy. They haven't run the clean offensive looks, and they still only trail by 8 points.
Ricketts with a three-point shot that missed everything. Rogers with the rebound.
Not a good look. And, Ricketts, he's kind of out of rhythm offensively. He had those 13 first-half points, but really hasn't been in a rhythm since.
Middletown running the baseline, running the cutters. Get it over in the right corner. Strong move by Cunningham.
Nice.
Gets it to Sparks. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound goes to Matthews. Seaford coast to coast. There's a block. Seaford with the rebound, but then the outlet pass is stolen by Rogers. Scoop shot, up and in.
Nice work by Rogers. Good job on the defensive side of the ball, and then pushing it in transition with the layup.
Back to a double-digit lead for Middletown.
Again, you see the spacing's good for Seaford, but there's not a whole lot of ball movement, not a whole lot of moving around.
Three-point shot wouldn't go. Seaford runs down the loose ball. Matthews, left-hander, gets it to go off the glass. Nice shot over the taller Sparks.
Was. Nice, strong take by the sophomore Matthews. Took advantage of the gamble by Middletown defensively.
Sparks, good pass to Pope. He had his shot altered.
It's a good block by Matthews.
That should have been a traveling call. No call. Sparks with a rebound. Hit from behind. And now being helped up by Ricketts. Good show of sportsmanship.
Yeah. It was. He got the cheapie, though.
Second personal foul against Ricketts. It's the 11th team foul. And down on the other end, Pope was down. I didn't even realize that he hasn't gotten up.
He's tight. Looks like he's got a cramp potentially.
And hopefully that's all it is with 6:22 to go in the ball game, and it's an 8-point lead for Middletown. Now Pope's up, and he's favoring the left leg a little bit.
And right away, so here's where the foul situation's coming into play, Glenn.
Yeah.
That foul, however many feet away from the basket, now Sparks gets 2 free throws.
Sparks has not scored in the game tonight.
He's done a pretty good job on defense, though. He's definitely brought that to the table.
Well, he's on the board now. He makes the first of 2. Back to a 9-point Middletown lead. He can push it to double digits again. He does not. 1 out of 2 for Sparks. And you would think Ricketts, strong move, lays it high off the glass, but he drew the contact.
Got bowed out there. I mean, it's a good, strong take, but he's fading away from the rim. There was only 1 pass before that. It's not good offense there. But, I mean, he got the foul, and he's got a chance to go to the line and hit some free throws where he's been really good today.
Second foul committed by Sims. First free throw is good by Ricketts. And now Seaford will get Fortune into the ball game. And Wise will come out. Lead is 8. Ricketts can cut it to 7. Does not, but he gets the long rebound, puts up the shot, has it blocked by Sparks from behind.
I don't think I've seen 1 pump fake from Seaford yet today. And they've had a couple shots blocked. That's another thing that they could, now on that one you couldn't pump fake, but just in general.
Ricketts to Bolden, back to Ricketts, quickly releases, 3-point shot, no good, but he's fouled and he'll go to the line for 3. Henson committed the foul.
Not a smart foul by Henson. That's probably the first mistake he's made in this game. He's been really, really good. But you don't want to bail out the 3-point shooter. I mean, that was good defense. That's the kind of look you're okay with giving up.
4th foul committed by the leading scorer for Middletown, Henson. And now both teams will be in the double bonus for the rest of the ball game. 6:07 to go. Ricketts right back to the line. First free throw's good. He's good on those first ones. He's got to work on that second shot.
Yeah. Well, buckle up, my friend. This could be a long 4th quarter with the foul situation being the way that it is.
Second free throw's too strong. That's right, he gets a 3rd. I forgot. He was in the act of shooting the ball beyond the arc. Henson will check out with those 4 personal fouls. Eldridge checks in for him. Coach Ali having a little conversation with him. Second free throw on the way from Ricketts. And that's good. He makes 2 out of 3. It's a 6.2 possession lead for Middletown.
And now some pressure from Seaford.
I wondered when they would start. But so far, Middletown's been good against pressure. That time the ball was deflected, but right to Sparks.
Yeah, it was methodical.
Yeah.
But it worked. And they took care of the basketball, which is most important.
Still plenty of time in the game, but Middletown can be pretty selective now if they want. They can eat some clock.
Yeah, and it looks like that's what they're doing.
Good move. Left hander up, wouldn't go down. Seaford comes away with a rebound. Matthews.
That's a stop that they need.
Ricketts, 3 ball on the way, good. And now it's a 3-point game.
Heat check right there. And you know what? He got himself to the free throw line, saw the ball go through the hoop a couple times, stepped into that one in confidence. That's not a smart foul. Oh, they called a timeout, it looks like.
Yeah, but was it after the foul? I don't know.
It looks like no foul. I don't think there's a foul on the floor.
Big 3-point shot there from Ricketts. That's the 3rd one he's made in the game.
And it was, like you said, it was a big one. Seaford, you got to give them credit. Their shot-making ability is going to keep them in a lot of games this season, and it's going to help them win a lot of games. And Middletown has won in every facet of this game.
Oh, yes.
Yet still only lead by 3 because of Seaford's shot-making ability.
According to my stats, Brent Ricketts is over 20 points now for the game to lead his team. And the leading scorer for Middletown is Henson. He's also over 20 points, but he just committed his 4th personal foul moments ago, and he's going to come right back out on the floor.
Yeah, he's coming out for this offensive possession. Just got to be careful here.
Middletown had a 10-point lead at the 7-minute mark. It's down to 3. And Seaford has not led since early in the first quarter. Could have a good finish here in this one.
Setting up that way, Glenn. It is setting up that way.
Rogers will throw it into Henson. He's picked up by Bolden. Now Sims gets a screen from Cunningham, but Seaford's reacting. This is as active as I've seen Seaford the whole game. Nice shot, but it's a charge they're going to call against Henson, and then he's fouled out.
What a job by Rooks stepping in to take the charge.
Now they're going to talk it over. Want to make sure they get it right.
Now, he was under the basket. They're going to keep.
They're going to wave it off?
No, they're going to keep it on the floor, keep the call on the floor. So that's going to be it for Henson.
So
that's
he fouls out.
That's a tough blow for Middletown right there. But it's a smart play by Rooks. Step in and take the charge, sacrifice the body. Whether you agree with the call or not, it's still a smart heads-up play by Rooks, the defender.
So now, Seaford with the opportunity to tie. Down by 3. Game has not been tied since the first period at 10-all.
You give Seaford credit. They have not gone away and still find themselves, as frustrating a game as it's been for them, and they've shown their frustration.
Yeah.
They're still within striking distance.
Ricketts guarded by Pope. Thought about a step back 3, didn't take it.
And now look.
Fortune bothered. Going to get a tie up again? No. Good save by Seaford. Bolden with the ball. And he'll back it out. Nice collapsing defense by Middletown.
Yes. And they've been very good at that today.
Matthews, strong move off the glass. It's a 1-point game.
What a job by Matthews. Nice touch at the rim. Allows them to set up their pressure. Nice job by Rogers. What a block.
Block on the other end, and Middletown ripped it back, but they're going to call a tie-up before that.
It's a quick jump ball call. It's going to stay here in Middletown. 50-49, man. This is as good of a game as you can ask for.
Sure is. And for most of the game, really controlled by the home team.
Yeah. Yeah, Middletown's got it. They got to relax right now. Seaford's on a little bit of a run. They've upped their intensity, and there's
a steal on the inbounds. Pass down court to Bolden. Bolden has his pocket picked. Then a wild shot put up and a travel violation. We still have 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
That's what I'm saying. Got to buckle the seatbelt in for this one, Glenn.
And you got to take into consideration for Middletown, one of their leading scorers, Jaden McGee, unavailable for the game today, and Henson, the leading scorer for them today, fouled out.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 4 minutes for them.
There's another travel.
And we get the sophomore. And again, Middletown they need to relax. You can feel the energy in the gym has picked up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's completely picked up. The crowd's involved now.
Glad you're joining us here though on this Saturday afternoon in Middletown. Number 1 against number 8, and it's been a great one. Bolden will walk it across midcourt for the Blue Jays. He's picked up by Rogers. Now to Matthews, strong move, left-hander, too strong. Battle for the rebound.
Good hustle.
It's still loose.
Good hustle here, both teams.
Foul. We've got a foul on the floor or a kick.
Looks like a foul. They're calling on Ricketts. Yep. Is that his third, Glenn?
That should be his third. I'm waiting for the scoreboard, but yeah, I think it's his third.
And again, with the fouls being the way that they are, we're going to walk the length here, Glenn.
It's going to be look out for the free throws. Whoever shoots better from the line from here on out might win this one. So Sims at the line for Middletown. Coach Evans for Seaford trying to get clarification on the call. Meanwhile, Sims at the line has not scored in the game. Misses that one.
Middletown struggling to.
Now they're going to get Pearson into the game.
He's going to come in for Sims.
Second free throw coming up from Christian Sims, the senior. On its way, and no good.
Oh,
Seaford can take the lead. 3:33 to go in this one.
And that's at least 4 missed free throws by Middletown here.
Step back jump shot, too strong at the back of the rim by Matthews. One and done on that trip for Seaford. Middletown comes away with it. Yeah, Middletown has not been too good at the free throw line here in this second half.
Rogers just lost it.
Yep, lost the handle.
A defensive pressure right there by Ricketts got to him. He's pushing it a little bit.
Now Pearson checks in. Frazier comes back in. Cunningham comes out. Ricketts will throw it into Bolden. 3:10 to go in the game. Fortune with the ball.
Carey.
Now they're going to call a foul on the floor.
Yeah, you're right. On Frazier.
Foul's on Frazier. I think that's only his first foul. But we're way past double bonus. So at the free throw line is Tyrese Fortune, who has 3 points in the game. He's 1 for 2 from the line. First free throw is good. Fortune, one of the leading rebounders on this team, too. He averages almost 10 a game. Tie game at 50, Pat. We haven't been tied since 10-10.
Well, you give credit where credit's due. Seaford has scratched and clawed their way back into this one.
Blue Jays have the lead.
Cunningham will come back in. The Blue Jays, man, this is a heck of an effort by these young men.
Sure is. Now they're going to pick up with a little backcourt pressure at midcourt. Pope breaks it to Frazier. Under 3 minutes to go. Seemed like it was just moments ago we said Middletown with a big lead can run some clock. Can't do that anymore. Sparks with a good heady play in the paint to save it. 3-point shot, a little too strong. And Pope gets a loose ball.
Smart, reset your offense.
Now Frazier picked up by Bolden right in front of us.
Good defense. Good defense here by Seaford.
Pope will slow things down. Now head coach Ali will call a timeout with 2:24 to go. Good timeout because it didn't look like they were in a good offensive flow.
No, they weren't. There was a lot of standing around. There was a lot of just not a plan. There wasn't a plan there, it felt like, for Middletown. So, yeah, I agree with you, Glenn. Good timeout. Draw something up. Send a message to your team here in the final, 2.5 minutes. And make sure you take care of this possession. Now trailing by 1.
Hey, you talk about maybe the last 4 or 5 minutes in this ball game and Middletown not being able to get some shots at the line. Sims missed a couple. Eldridge missed a couple. Frazier missed one. A couple missed by Rogers. It's unfortunate here in the home floor that they just hadn't got the home bounce at the rim, and one reason why they're now behind by a point.
And they needed it. I mean, when you're taking on one of the top teams, our number 1 team in the state, and you got a lead like that, free throws and turnovers are what could potentially really hurt you. The free throws also can help you put the game away.
Yeah.
Middletown hasn't done that in the fourth quarter, and like we said, the Blue Jays' shot-making ability is tremendous, and they've hit big-time shots. Now all of a sudden there's confidence. They're walking out on the floor.
Right.
They were frustrated in the third quarter, and now they're walking around with confidence. It's a danger zone right now for Middletown. They need to execute.
Rogers guarded by Avion Matthews right in front of us. Bounce pass into Pope, almost picked from behind by Matthews. A struggle for the ball down in the corner, and it's a turnover to Seaford.
Yeah. They've picked up the defensive effort here after they started making some shots here in the fourth.
Walking across midcourt, Bolden. He's picked up by Frazier. Now Sparks has Fortune. Now with a 1-point lead, does Seaford eat some clock?
Seaford's eating some clock, but again, I mean, their lack of off-ball movement could hurt them because you need to execute down a stretch like this.
Yeah, they're definitely running some clock here, Pat. And there's a reach-in foul on Frazier, so that will send, who was that? Bolden. Mm-hmm. Bolden will go to the line. He has 11 points in the game, and he has 3 3-pointers.
And none could be bigger than what he's about to do here at the line.
His first trip to the line. And that one's no good. Pearson will check in for the Cavaliers. Frazier will come out. We talk about free throws being so critical. When you're late in a ball game with a lot of fast-paced running, it's your legs that go first.
Yes, sir.
Second free throw's good, and that's what you need to push off at the line.
You're exactly right, Glenn.
One of 2 there. Seaford with a 2-point lead. Pat, a minute and a half to go. Ooh, there's a lot of contact.
Not a good foul. That's the 4th foul on Ricketts. And the reason it's not a good foul is you're in a double bonus. You're now giving them a free opportunity to tie this game.
Yeah.
You didn't need that.
Yeah. That was a little bit too aggressive. So at the line is Jaden Rogers, who is 1 for 4 this afternoon. He has 13 points. First free throw is no good.
Yeah, free throws, you talk about your legs. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
It's also mental. And if it starts creeping in your head, hey, man, we haven't hit a free throw in the fourth quarter.
They got that one. That was a big one there. So it's a 1-point Seaford lead with a minute and a half to go.
Anticipate defensive intensity from Middletown to continue to be there. Seaford's got to execute. Let's see if they can do it.
Bolden, strong move to the baseline. His pass is stolen by Cunningham.
He's dribbled right into trouble there.
Pearson gets it right back from Sparks, who's swinging around to Cunningham, who just had the steal. We have a minute and 5 to go in the game.
Rogers wants to pick and roll.
That looked like a good grab of the ball, but I think some body contact was made.
They're going to get Rooks.
Yep, that'll be his 4th. That will send Rogers right back to the line.
Rogers saw the second one go in, so he should be pretty confident here. Should be in rhythm.
Nope, down and out. I mean, they're not bad misses.
Yeah.
That grazed the front of the rim, went down and hit the back and came out. He can tie it with this one. No, missed them both.
Seaford gets away with that one, man. They're lucky.
Ricketts, and we've got a whistle.
Timeout.
And a timeout by head coach Vince Evans. We'll keep it right here. And
yeah.
This is the kind of game we thought we would get, although most of the afternoon it looked like Middletown was going to run away with it.
Yeah, I mean, they were executing every aspect of the game to a very good level. Seaford started knocking some shots down here in its fourth quarter, and now they lead by 1. But these last 56 seconds, it's who's going to be able to execute, who's going to make free throws, who's going to take care of the basketball, who's going to get the better looks. I mean, you got to be impressed. Again, Seaford, this is the type of team we knew they were talented.
Yeah.
We knew they were skilled, and they've just they have forced their way into this game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they really have an unstoppable force type of deal.
Both of these teams have big conference games coming up next week. On Tuesday, Seaford will take on Lake Forest. They are both undefeated in the conference. And then Wednesday next week, Middletown gets William Penn right back here in their own gym, and that's a big game in the Flight A.
It definitely is, and William Penn is in that mix in the top 10 team within the state of Delaware. And, anytime these conference games get played, regardless, you could throw records away. They're going to be tough, hard-fought battles.
So that's what these two have coming up next week in their next ball games, as we're now getting into the January, February conference play in the state of Delaware.
So
go ahead.
I was going to say, this is where teams can separate themselves.
There's a kick ball by Pope. Boy, Darren Pope, he just does so many things that don't show up on a scorer's sheet.
Yeah. And you need players like that. I mean, that's why he's on the floor. You're right. You may look on the score sheet and the stats may not jump off the page at you, but coaches appreciate what he brings to the table. That's why he's on the floor in the most important time of the game, in a 1-point game with 50 seconds left.
Pope brings it across midcourt, guarded by Rogers. Gets it in the corner to Ricketts, who draws a double team. Now cross-court pass. 1-point lead. Middletown has to try to get a steal or foul. Ricketts double team. Pass baseline. Shot up. No good. Pope the rebound. 30 seconds to go.
Unbelievable.
Cunningham.
And Seaford's fouling. What?
Cunningham was fouled. And
oh, man. Guys got to be careful with 30 seconds to go in this game. You don't want to be picking up fouls like that.
And Cunningham is one Middletown player who has been good at the line today. He made his last 2. The foul was committed by Avion Matthews, his 4th. Cunningham at the line.
The shot was questionable. Middletown got what they needed. They stayed patient.
Makes the first tie game.
Execution, Glenn. Seaford didn't execute. Cunningham has a chance to finish this off. He's halfway done his part of execution.
And Seaford didn't need to take that baseline shot.
No.
Just hold the ball and wait to get fouled.
I know. You're exactly right.
We're talking about young men. Cunningham makes them both Ali. Coach Ali of Middletown wants a timeout.
Yeah, smart timeout, because the game has changed. You just took the lead, so your defensive focus is going to change a little bit. Now you go from waiting for the right time to foul to we're not fouling.
Right.
We are not fouling, boys. And right now, Coach Evans, he's got to put something together. 30 seconds. Middletown's going to play, good, strong defense. They have all game. You want to try and set something up to try and get yourself an easy look. Everything's been contested for the most part, and the last thing you want is one pass and then dribble penetrate.
Right.
That's going to be a contested shot. It's going to be tough. That's not to say that they won't make it, but that's not the kind of look you're looking for. You're going to be you should try and generate an open look here.
Let's see if Seaford comes out of this with a good half-court play. And if you're Middletown, you Coach Ali, he's telling his players, if Ricketts gets the ball, we've got to double him. Double him and force him into making a decision.
I agree. I think that's a really good call. Turn him into a decision maker, like you said. Make him have to find the open guy.
And we have some discussion by the officials.
I'm assuming this is probably over the timeouts remaining, is what I'm going to guess. Just to make sure everybody's got things set. Because on the board, Middletown, that they're done. They're out of timeouts now.
Right.
And Seaford has one.
Right. And there might be a question as to whether Middletown has used all 5 or whether Seaford still has one left. We don't know.
Yeah. They're looking at the scorebook, and that's what you got to go by, the official scorebook.
Still discussion at the scorers table.
We're not even ready for play yet. And you think these guys want to
Yeah,
win?
they want,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're out there ready.
They're ready to go. And they're definitely talking timeouts, and they got to go by the official book. That's what they got to go by.
Right.
So there's a disagreement among the books.
Yeah.
Over the timeouts right now.
Now the home book, I would think, would overrule the road book.
And it is.
And that's what the officials are just discussing.
Yeah.
We got to go with the home book.
Yeah. So I think what this means is, I don't know, I think Seaford may be out of timeouts.
Okay.
I think that's what Coach Evans is saying. Because, look, it's even up on the scoreboard. It says we got one left.
Right. Middletown outscored Seaford by 3 in the first period, by 2 in the second to take a 5-point lead at the break. Outscored Seaford by 3 in the third to open up an 8-point lead going into this quarter, but Seaford has closed the gap.
So that's what this is. Neither team has a timeout. Even though it says it on the scoreboard that Seaford does, there are no timeouts left to be called, Glenn.
Right.
We finally got word there as to what that was about.
Okay, so here we go. 30 seconds left in the game. Seaford basketball, they trail now by 1 after 2 free throws by Cunningham.
Good pressure, just don't foul.
Yep. Bolden right back to Matthews. Matthews is going to drive all the way in. The left-hander is short. Battle for the rebound, won by Fortune. He went up with a crazy shot, off balance, and now we've got a tie-up. Possession arrow to Middletown with 14 seconds to go. And it looked like Fortune, with his back to the basket, just threw up a Hail Mary there.
Yeah, well, once again, that was what you didn't want if you were Seaford, was there was no one pass and then a drive to the basket. Middletown's in perfect defensive position there. You haven't made them move. You haven't made them have to switch or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was good fundamental defense. It was a tough shot, and then Middletown secured the rebound. It was just good execution by the Cavs.
Now, if you're Seaford here, you go for the steal. If you don't get it, you got to foul somebody.
You got to go. Yeah, you got to foul. Exactly.
They don't want to foul Cunningham. There's the foul, and that's going to be the 5th on Avion Matthews. But somebody had to foul, and he was the closest player. So going to the line for 2 shots will be Jahia Eldridge. He's 0 for 2 from the line. Only 11 seconds to go.
Enough time for Seaford, but the most important thing for them is they're going to have to box out. They need to box out here.
Pearson and Ahmad at the scorer's table. First free throw on the way, and it's no good. So Seaford still has a shot.
Pearson will come in. Ahmad's going to get the shooter. Seaford's got to box out here.
Second free throw is no good. Missed them both. Seaford with the ball, 10 seconds to go. Bolden cross court to Ricketts, who was tied up immediately, and they're going to call a foul, and Ricketts will go to the line.
Wow.
Oh, with 5.6 to go.
That's a tough one for Middletown. But Ricketts, the opportunity here. Big opportunity for this young man. And we've seen him go 1 for 2 a few different times in this one. That will get the job done right here to at least tie the game.
Yeah.
But the crowd, you can see Jaden Rogers and Ahmad telling the home crowd, raise the noise a little bit. Junior shooting guard. These are some big shots, Glenn.
First free throw by Ricketts on the way, and it's no good. Too strong back of the rim.
Rogers and Ahmad will come in. You got enough energy for overtime, man? We might have it, buddy.
I don't know how many players we'll have left. Second free throw. This is huge. It's on the way. It's too strong. Poke with the rebound. 4 seconds. And he's fouled, I believe. Wait for a whistle.
Yeah, they call it stoppage with 2.6. There's Once again, Pope coming up with the play, man. Securing that rebound.
2 big misses by Ricketts down there, who's been a good free throw shooter all day until then. So Pope with a rebound. He'll go to the line. 2.6 seconds left. And who was the foul on? 4th foul on Fortune.
You got what you wanted if you were Seaford there. I mean, you had the opportunity to take the lead from the free throw line, and you still got a chance here, depending on how this goes with Pope at the line.
First free throw on the way. No good.
Wow. Free throw shooting, Glenn. It's an important part of the game.
Yeah. But with only 2.6, it's going to be a Hail Mary shot down the floor.
Well, the question is, do you keep the rebounding presence? It looks like they're going to keep Sparks down there. I mean, I think you got to force Seaford to box out.
Yeah, you got to tell Sparks, be careful, don't commit a foul. Misses them both.
He
Pope's got the rebound.
Wow.
Ball game.
Wow. They didn't secure the box out. What a job by Pope. And that's a gutsy win for Middletown, and they're loving every second of it, as they should. That's a big win for this program.
Wow. Missed the free throw, followed up, got the rebound and a bucket at the buzzer, and a 55-52 win for Middletown over Seaford. We'll be right back with our post-game show right after these messages.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a Wine Spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Hi.
Regulars have been enjoying Grain Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Grain. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one.
Back here live at Middletown High School, a thriller here this afternoon between the number 1 and number 8 ranked teams in the state. And the number 8 home team came away with a 55-52 win. really tight, thrilling ball game. Even though Middletown seemed to dominate through most of the middle part of the game and got a double-digit lead on several occasions, Pat, Seaford with a furious comeback after Henson fouled out.
Yeah, and it came down to shot making. That's what got things going. Ricketts was able to make some things happen. Fortune got in the mix. I can't remember who else. Matthews had a nice couple drives to the lane, and they started making some shots. Shots started to fall, and they slowly crept back into this one. And Middletown, that's what they had to overcome. They executed in every aspect of this game, but Seaford is that talented that even when they're not executing at their best, they can still turn like a switch and make a game a competition, and that's what this was.
6 players scored in the game unofficially for Middletown, only 5 for Seaford, led by Brent Ricketts with 22 points. 22 points after fouling out for Ty Henson, who really helped to give Middletown a double-digit lead on several occasions. But you mentioned it, Avion Matthews with a couple big buckets down the stretch, and also Kareem Bolden. There was a point when Middletown had a double-digit lead, and he hit 2 consecutive threes to cut the lead down to 2 possession, and that's when you said Coach Ali made a really good timeout.
He did. He sensed that momentum was changing, and Seaford was picking up their energy, and he wanted to put a stop to it. He called a timeout, and it did. It changed the game back into favor for Middletown slightly.
We thought it would come down to a free throw shooting contest. Unfortunately, both teams missing clutch free throws down the stretch, but what a play by Pope at the end. He was at the line with a little over 2 seconds to go. He missed the first free throw. He then missed the second one, but his hustle play, which he has had the whole game, he hustled, he followed his miss, he made a bucket, ball game.
It was a fitting way to end it from Middletown because it was a gutsy, scrappy type win at the whole game. And to win in that fashion, it kind of was a microcosm of the whole thing.
Seaford falls to 2-2. Again, their next game will be Tuesday night at home against Lake Forest. And Middletown Penn. Once again, our thanks to our sponsor, First State Orthopedics, sponsoring our game of the week. First State Orthopedics with 29 physicians at 16 locations providing surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques, serving as many as 20 high schools, including Wilmington University and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Their docs are readily available to all the local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consult and treatment. Give them a call at 302-322-3400 or visit them online at firststateortho.com. Be sure to mention you saw their ad here on Delaware Live Sports. That'll do it here this afternoon from Middletown High. For Pat Garriantes and Nick Halliday, I'm Glenn Fraser. So long from Middletown. Final score, Middletown 55, Seaford 52 here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
All right.